for Jetta and Chris Wilde, who are at the moment coming out to the ringside, and they were meant to be facing Tex Benedict and Violet. When you heard the interview from Jetta at the top of the program, Violet, as far as we're aware, is not in the building. Many suspect that she has been chased out of LDN after she was brutalized by John Chapman. So as it stands at the moment, Tex Benedict is going into a 2-on-1 situation unless he can find himself a last-minute female replacement. There you see John Chapman and, of course, Jetta. John Chapman, the life coach, managed to turn Jetta's careers around. Jetta was a girl who was on a massive losing streak, but when she finally got life coach, she started racking up the victories. Admittedly, most of them had various shenanigans going on, but all the same, John Chapman has certainly earned his paycheck. And of course, how can you forget the fact that Chris Wilde is now a part of John Chapman's little fold?
And their opponents coming to the ring at a total combined weight of 20 stone, the team of Tex Benedict and Kelly Anderson.
Well, looks like we got our answer, ladies and gentlemen. Tex Benedict is not coming alone. Well, here comes the former British champion, Tex Benedict, and his fill-in tag partner for the evening, Kelly Anderson. And what a golden opportunity for this golden girl right here. Ladies and gentlemen, Kelly Anderson was obviously on the reserve, but now here she is, finally wrestling on British television. And you've got to believe that if she can pull out the goods tonight, then she could very well be guaranteeing herself more opportunities for the future on British wrestling television. Now this should be an interesting contest. I mean, obviously we've got Chris Wilde and Tex Benedict, two men who in the past have definitely had issues. They warred over the British Championship, and it was Tex Benedict who came out on top and became the British champion, and it was at the expense of Chris Wilde.
Cut the music! I want to know why each and every one of you English folk is cheering for a dirty American. It makes me sick. You should be cheering for Jetta and Chris Wilde. English, baby, yes, come on, here, yeah? Pathetic, each and every one of you, pathetic.
And the fans are letting Jetta know that they are most definitely behind the former British champion, Tex Benedict, and his new tag partner, Kelly Anderson. Well, it's going to be interesting to see who starts the contest. Well, it looks like Jetta is going to start. And so therefore she will find herself across the ring from LDN debutante, Kelly Anderson. We all know what Jetta's style is like. Very bullyish, quite aggressive, almost opportunistic. Let's see what Kelly Anderson can bring to the table. Collar elbow tie up. And Jetta now floats straight through into the full Nelson. But Kelly Anderson able to maneuver out of it and applies one herself. Well, Jetta trying to find the escape there. Uses the leverage of her own leg to force the hold open. And Kelly Anderson didn't even let the wrist lock fully apply before she escaped it. Excellently done. Jetta, of course, now the weight on top of her, but she finds a vertical base. Looks for the escape. Oh, and beautifully executed. And goes straight into the hammerlock. Cinches up that hold. Kelly Anderson now going for an overhook there on that left arm. Floats through and applies the hammerlock. Very British of her, and there's the headlock right there. Well, I think Kelly Anderson has shown herself to be a very competent technician, But Jetta, all the same, wasn't born yesterday with the wrist lock. Anderson now trying to roll out. Very British escape. The fans here tonight very appreciative. Well, the ladies haven't opted to tag out yet, so it looks like that Jetta and Kelly Anderson are going to get to grapple some more. There's the Roman knuckle up right there, and Jetta straight away with a strike to the midsection of Kelly Anderson. Now she tightens up that arm wringer. Anderson trying to go underneath for a hammerlock, and she gets the hold. Well, Jetta now trying to find her way out, goes for the hammerlock, but no! Kelly was one step ahead of the LDN Diva and manages to hold on to that hammerlock. Goes again, but Kelly Anderson knows exactly what she is doing in that ring. Oh, and Jetta manages to find the escape there with the arm drag. Now goes for the overhead wrist lock. As you can see, Kelly Anderson now bridges out of it, then floats out to avoid being pinned. And Jetta backs off, knowing full well that Kelly could very well have got on top in that small exchange. Now we see Chris Wilde and Tex Benedict in the ring together. These two men have had wars over the British Championship, with Tex coming out on top. With Chris Wilde speeding the contest, be interested to see if he can actually get the advantage for his team. Tex there with a strike to the kneecap, keeps catching the leg, ducking those strikes of Chris Wilde, ducks the clothesline off the rope, drop toe hold, and Chris Wilde hits the ground hard. Tex Benedict, although being American, he's channeling the spirit of Big Daddy here. Keep your eyes on Jag on the outside. Chris Wilde and Jetta's bodyguard is as ruthless as he is large. And there's the collar elbow tie up once more. Both men jockeying for position, and Wilde forces Tex into the corner. And both men are now wrangled in the ropes. Chris Wilde, however, launches Tex. Oh! Big back elbow, excellently executed, and Wilde back all over the American. Referee's right in there. Chris Wilde with a forearm strike. Oh, and John Chapman there with a cheeky strike behind the referee's back, followed up with Chris Wilde draping that leg right across the back of Tex Benedict. What a T-bone fisherman, beautifully executed. And Chris Wilde now floats over for a quick pinfall attempt. There is absolutely no denying Chris Wilde's ability in that ring. Many believe he was very unfortunate never to become the British champion, but perhaps under the tutelage of John Chapman, he will be able to acquire that dream in the future. Nice snap suplex right there. Wilde again trying to float over, hits the leg drop. And now picks up Tex Benedict once more. Tex so far has not been able to find the break so far as he gets hit by a fisherman's suplex. The technique's there, but it looked to me like Wilde actually bridged a bit too much. Tex's shoulders weren't really on the mat all that secure, and that allowed Benedict to kick out. Chris Wilde there with a very fierce strike there to the back of Tex Benedict. And there's the tag to Jetta. My goodness, make sure you don't go away.
This is London. This is London.
Well, Tex Benedict wants nothing to do with this, but Jetta is giving him an absolute mouthful. And what on earth is going on here? Oh, no. And now Anderson gets back in the ring, but Jetta cuts her off. Hits the suplex. Nicely executed. Quickly goes for the cover. Only a 2 count there for Jetta. And goes back to what she does best, and that's those underhanded tactics. Straight out of the life book of John Chapman. And there we see John Chapman, and of course the Juggernaut, Jag Channa, choking away at Kelly Anderson. I mean, how sickening. Juggernaut must be at least 5 times that girl's body weight. But still, Jetta unable to get the 3 count. And there she is, blatantly choking Anderson. And the referee really needs to get on top of this. Well, Jetta now drives the point of the shoulder right into the midsection of Anderson, trying to drive the wind out of her. And this is why, so she can get a full head of steam. And Anderson looking prone in the corner right now. Tex Benedict trying to get the fans behind Kelly Anderson. Jetta's coming through again. Oh, but Anderson with a roll-up. 1, 2. Only a 2 count there. And oh, and there's a roll-up. Jetta had a back turn. That was not wise. But there was the kick out. Well, Jetta now turns her attention back to Anderson. Anderson throws her backwards. Looks like she's going for a backslide, but Jetta's blocking it. You can see the right foot right there, blocking. Oh, and she stomps the back of the knee. It looks like Roman Knucklelock, Northern Suplex, beautifully executed, fantastic bridge. But alas, despite the fantastic technique, Anderson able to kick out. Oh, and Jetta knew exactly what she was doing there. High-angled suplex, almost dropped her on the back of her head. The referee, excellent position, but Kelly Anderson wants to impress on TV, finding it deep inside to kick out. Open palm strike there for Jetta. Launches Anderson off the ropes, but Anderson catches the clothesline attempt. Oh, neck breaker! That will have an effect, and now Anderson has an opportunity to really go somewhere with this. Oh, but Jetta, kick to the midsection, launch off the ropes. Anderson with a rebound, ducks the clothesline, off the ropes again. Oh, sliding STO. Jetta, the back of her head, crashed across the crimson canvas. And now it'll be interesting to see who can get to their tag partner, who can make the tag, who can get the next gear into this contest. Referee's up to 7. Both competitors are stirring. Both men are back in this thing. There's a lot of scores to settle between these two guys. Wilde hits the corner hard. Tex Benedict with the flying lariat to the corner. And Tex Benedict is all over Chris Wilde. Legal strikes with the wrist bone there. Oh, and Jetta now. Well, Tex is wearing his box. That low blow will have no effect, but I'm not quite sure if it'll save him from Chris Wilde's onslaught. Well, Anderson's now launched Jetta to the outside, keeping the men in this thing. Chris Wilde with a neck breaker. Oh, we've seen this before. Chris Wilde is going to the top rope for his guillotine leg drop. This has secured him many victories in the past. Oh, but the former British champion moved out of the way. And there's a small package. And he gets it. Now that was some smart wrestling from Tex Benedict.
Tex Benedict.
Tex Benedict knew that Chris Wilde hit his move. Well, it was all missed from Chris Wilde. Tex Benedict didn't bother trying to go for a fuller move. He went straight for the pinfall. 1, 2, 3. You got to believe that in Chris Wilde's mind, this is a huge upset. But regardless, ladies and gentlemen, John Chapman's Tigers failed tonight. Tex Benedict and the newcomer, Kelly Anderson, are victorious. ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us on LDN Capital TV. My name has been Andrew Coyne. Thank you.